right, and we are back. All 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 right, and we are back. Welcome. All right, and we are back. And today we're back with another reaction video. And this time we're back with another video from our good friends at Kurzgesagt. These guys are amazing. They're making really great content. And this one seems like a very fun video. Possibly or possibly not. This is titled Smoking is Awesome. And I gotta say, I kind of agree. I think smoking is awesome sometimes. Now, it's not good for you. You shouldn't do it. Don't. If you don't do it now, don't start. But if you have done it, you can testify that it's awesome, but it's not good for you. So you should probably stop doing it if you do it. So, I don't know the direction of this video, but I have a feeling it's going to be one of those things where it's like, smoking is awesome, but, and then you're just like, oh, what are the side effects? So we'll see. But guys, make sure you like, you comment, you subscribe to the channel, because you never know what'll be next. But also, if you haven't heard of Kurzgesagt or you're living under a rock, you just haven't subscribed to them yet, make sure you check them out. Link will be in the description below. But besides that, I do want to make sure to thank everyone here for all the, the new followers, the new subscribers, anyone who's been joining on to the, what this channel is here. We got some recommendations, so want to make sure if you have any videos you want me to check out, recommend them in the comments, guys. And also, guys, I never talk about this. Literally, it's like one of the things I almost never talk about. But if you guys don't like, comment, and subscribe, more importantly, subscribe, YouTube will come through that door right over there. And they will. Kurzgesagt, smoking is awesome.
The problem with smoking is that it's kind of amazing. This is an irresponsible thing to say.
I love how they started off like this. Guys, I literally said the same thing. Smoking is fun, but don't do it. Stop it.
But if we're going to talk about it, we might as well do so honestly. Smoking creates a temporary problem and offers an instant solution. Once your brain is used to nicotine, for up to 72 hours you're itchy, nervous and stressed. But one drag and instantly you feel really good. But it's way more than just a physical addiction. Smoking helps you focus at work and is an excuse to take regular breaks, which is good for you mentally.
Hey, yo. Okay, I know this isn't going to be a pro smoking video the whole time, but so far those are two pretty good points. Is anybody who knows who smoked at work before knows that when you come back from that smoke break, man, you do be kind of, let me get into this, boom, bam, boom, bam. And also, let's be real here. If you're a smoker and you go out for that smoke break, you're never going to be alone. There's always going to be one or two other people there. You get your little crew, you get to know people. A lot of times it be like, people even, you could be like a new guy getting to know a manager and stuff just because you guys randomly took a smoke break together. I'm telling you, the stuff happens, guys.
It's a tool against boredom, it suppresses your appetite, it makes bad moments feel less bad and good moments better. It's social, fun together, and a good way to make friends as smokers always group up.
What did I say? Guys, I know. Some of you guys probably think I am Kurzgesagt. I'm not. I've just smoked before. I'm not Kurzgesagt. If that's becoming a rumor, stop it. I'm not him.
Your lips are one of the most sensitive parts of your body, and putting something between them is deeply satisfying. So now that we've given smoking an honest introduction, let's smoke a cigarette together to see why it makes you feel so good and what exactly happens inside your body
guys,
when you do.
Don't smoke a cigarette. Don't smoke during this video, okay? I'm not gonna smoke during this video. Don't smoke during this video. I know they just said it, but I'm gonna encourage you not to smoke during this video because this is gonna be a video. I have a feeling. I feel like right now is when they do the turn on us. We're now in the direction of smoking is actually bad. So we heard a minute of smoking is awesome, and now we're gonna learn why smoking is actually bad. Don't do it.
The best worst thing. A cigarette is dried tobacco leaves mixed with chemicals that make it burn slowly, helping you to absorb nicotine and flavors that make the smoke less harsh. Let's light it. Cigarette smoke is 95% gases like carbon dioxide and water vapor.
Okay.
The remaining 5% are particles called tar, and they contain the magic sauce, carbon or nitrogen compounds filled with nicotine. As you inhale, billions of particles interact with everything they pass through, getting stuck on your throat, tongue, and trachea. Your lungs are like big inflatable sponges and have a filter and barrier, the cilia cells with hair-like extensions covered by a layer of mucus. They trap dust or bacteria to be swept away in a sort of dance. Tar particles land in the mucus and turn into a sticky brown substance that stops the dance and paralyzes the cilia, allowing them to get deeper into your lungs to the alveoli. Alveoli are little air sacs, and here's where your actual breathing happens.
See, guys, what did I tell you? This is the part where now we're going into what's doing bad for you. So again, now I feel like he's gonna go over more than just cigarettes also. So like, I don't know if this stays as cigarettes, this is just a warning for cigarette smokers. But vape people, it may be coming for y'all too. You know, luckily, you know, I don't know. Is it gonna come for weed as well? Am I gonna be in danger here? All right, Kurzgesagt, let's see what you got.
They have very thin walls so that oxygen can transfer to your blood and carbon dioxide can leave.
Okay.
Now the magic is released. Nicotine passes through the thin walls and enters your bloodstream, reaching your brain so fast that it feels instant. The positive effect arrives right away.
Yo, why the brain look
Fast, but it feels instant.
Like the extra look over here with the eye, that was a little bit much, Kurzgesagt. You know, like the brain ain't got to be tweaking. It could just be like, like you don't have to have the brain tweaking, guy.
The positive effect arrives right away. If your brain had a control board, smoking would be like pressing all the buttons at once, releasing loads of transmitters and hormones that affect your whole body. Epinephrine and cortisol make your heart beat faster and your body ready for action. Dopamine makes you feel happy and relaxed and reduces your appetite. Beta endorphins reduce pain and stress. Nicotine excites and calms you at the same time. You become more alert and able to focus, your nerves become more sensitive to pleasant sensations, then your whole body relaxes. Together, all of these effects just feel great.
Yeah.
But your brain immediately tries to return to normal and pushes back against the effects of nicotine, which is fine as long as you have nicotine inside your blood, but once its effects wear off, your body is left overcompensating, creating a massive imbalance within itself. The more you smoke, the harder your body tries to push back, which is why nicotine is so addictive. You stop feeling like yourself without it. It's still great, but now you also need it just to feel normal. If that was all smoking did, well, that would be kind of okay.
Yeah, guys, you see? You see? You see where I was going with this? You see how bad this is? Now you're if you started smoking, if you've been smoking that cigarette that they advised you to smoke at the beginning, guess what? You'd be addicted by now. Now, again, there still seems to be quite a bit of time left on this video. Will they come for other type of smokers? That's the real question. So far, we kind of knocked cigarette smokers out the park with this one. If you smoking cigarettes right now, you probably already put it out. You was like, whoa, I ain't know that's happening right now. How do I reverse? I gotta stop. Okay, okay. See, now you know. Now you like, I don't feel like myself after I smoke that. Hey, I told you not to. I told you not to. Which one of us did you listen to? Put out that cigarette. What?
Nicotine comes with thousands of different chemical buddies. Cadmium, lead, arsenic and cyanide, hydrogen peroxide or nitrogen oxides cause damage wherever they end up. Carbon monoxide reduces how much oxygen your blood can carry. In your lungs, your cilia cells struggle. It's hard to push mucus clogged up with tar, and some of your cilia cells die. Your alveoli are supersensitive and can't handle this sort of stress. A few of your tiny air sacs pop like balloons, causing irreparable damage. Your body needs to get rid of all this tar immediately. Goblet cells pump out extra mucus to compensate, which makes breathing harder, so you start coughing to get the tar and mucus out. Your immune system activates and macrophages begin eating up tar particles. Smokers have way more of these cleanup cells here because their lungs are literally full of dirt. But the nicotine makes the macrophages sluggish and inefficient. Worse, they vomit chemicals that dissolve your lung tissue and cause tiny wounds that turn into scar tissue. Scars in your lungs are bad if you like breathing.
All right, guys. They're hitting you pretty hard. Again, will they come for other type of smokers? I'm getting a little nervous now. I'm getting a little nervous that they're going to come for every different type of smoker right now, because there's still quite a bit of time left on this video. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but you cigarette smokers are done. It's cooked. It's over for you guys. I'm sorry. Stop doing it. Just stop it right now.
Nicotine raises your heart rate while ordering blood vessels all over your body to constrict. Meanwhile, toxic chemicals get stuck, causing countless tiny wounds.
Why is this actually a good song right now?
All over
it's cutting your lungs up. Oh my god.
Your body that will turn into scars. Those scars leak proteins that create random blood clots, making your blood vessels even narrower. Constricted and narrow vessels put a lot of stress on your heart muscle that has to work much harder to keep blood flowing. Inside your skin, the chemicals trigger enzymes that break down collagen, the protein that makes your skin elastic and smooth. This creates folds and wrinkles. Your skin ages much quicker and you look older sooner. But maybe the worst thing is what happens to your immune system. All over your body it reacts to tiny wounds and activates, fighting an invisible enemy, damaging healthy cells in the process. While at the same time, the nicotine makes it slow and sluggish. Worse at fighting actual diseases. We could go on like this, but this is getting old. In a nutshell, every single one of your organs is highly stressed and suffers some kind of permanent damage. Over time, fats get stuck in the scars inside blood vessels, which get narrower and narrower until they start to suffocate your organs. Your overworked heart beats even harder to push blood through the extra resistance, and your blood pressure rises. So hard that fluids seep out of blood vessels into your lungs, which makes breathing even harder. The likelihood of a blood clot blocking a critical passage in the body rises enormously, which can eventually cause a heart attack or a stroke. Almost all smokers eventually get chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. So many of your alveoli are irreversibly destroyed that you're always short of breath, never able to breathe freely. Once you have it, it can only get worse, never better again. Finally, there's cancer. You get a sort of double whammy. On the one hand, you flood your whole system and especially your lungs with at least 70 highly cancer-causing chemicals. And on the other hand, you paralyze the part of your immune system that kills and prevents cancer.
That's a lot. What's that, butane? Okay, yeah, definitely don't. That's a lot.
This is why cancer is so likely in smokers. Ultimately, smoking is uniquely dangerous among the things you are legally allowed to do. The average smoker loses 10 years of life, which means that some lose like 5 years and others more like 25. You don't know which one will be you. But it cuts into your health span even more, making a much larger part of your life spent being chronically sick. Oof. So why don't smokers not just stop doing it?
Well, because it's addictive. Like, that's one of the things. It's very addictive to do. And it looks like they're actually not going to come for other smokers. So I actually feel a little bit more relieved. This isn't the why you shouldn't smoke everything. This is just why you shouldn't smoke cigarettes, guys. All right, vapors, keep vaping. Marijuana smokers, light up. Just don't use any tobacco leaves or anything like that. You know, use a bowl or bong. Guys, these are jokes. This is not serious advice. I probably would have to put like a warning in the last part that tells you not to actually do the things. Unless it's legal in your state. But even then, don't. This video isn't about us. I just want you guys to know that. This is about cigarette smokers. So, yeah. You cigarette smokers, cigarette smokers, you are cooked. It's over for you. Stop doing it. You're messing up yourselves. It's really bad. Stop it. You can barely breathe right now. Just stop it. Like, relax. Just put it down. I know it's been like, what, 5, 10, 20 minutes since you lit up enough. Stop it. Just relax. You'll get back to it soon. Just relax. No, you'll not get back to it soon, actually. What am I talking about? You'll never you stop it. Just put it out and wane yourself off. Go cold turkey with it. Just no more. Put it out. No more. Stop it. Put that cigarette down over there.
Smokers are
I'm still watching you over there.
often seen as unhinged or without discipline, which is unfair. Nicotine is one of the most physically and psychologically addictive substances known to humanity.
Oh, wow.
If you ever start using it, you'll likely struggle with it for the rest of your life. The physical addiction lasts around 3 days, but the psychological addiction is much harder to overcome because you form strong habits and it's connected to many social cues, like hanging out with friends or winding down from work. The perverse thing is that almost everybody who starts smoking as a teenager. The tobacco industry has to target vulnerable brains and get them hooked on the pleasurable effects of nicotine, or it would go away. Today, about 1 billion people will light a cigarette, which is a lot, but at least the trends are looking good. In 2000, 34% of adults were smoking. In 2020, it was only 23%.
Okay.
Still, in 2023,
Guys, there was a lot of those truth commercials back in my day. Those were pretty good. Now, they weren't fully targeted only at cigarettes. I feel like that was their main problem. They focused a lot on other things like marijuana and stuff as well. But if they would have focused strictly on cigarettes, I would have felt like they would have done even more, which they already did a lot. Like, I feel like the truth commercials did more to avoid smoking cigarettes than like Dare did, you know? Like, I don't know. I remember Dare talking more about hardcore drugs. If you guys remember the Dare program, I'll have a little thing of it here, but like the Dare program, I remember having it in my school. It didn't really feel effective. Like, they showed us some pictures of drugs and stuff, and they had us do some like notebooks. They had a police officer come in, tell us about drugs. It just made it feel like there's always going to be a person in the alley trying to give us free drugs as a kid, which never happened. Because, you know, as I like started to realize as more of an adult, it's like drugs are really expensive. So you're not really going to give them to a kid, you know, and the whole like, oh, get one, get them hooked and stuff. I don't know. I've never seen that before, but if it happens, maybe it does. Just if somebody offers you drugs, just don't do it. But then again, like, people are going to want, like, people sell drugs because in real life, people just want drugs. Like, people want drugs, so they go to people who sell them. You know, it's not like, I don't know who came first, the dealer or the user in a way. You know, I'm sure there was people using things, and then a guy was like, yo, people love to use that stuff. I should go into selling it. You know, that's probably how it started. But, you know, I'm just saying, like, I feel like with that long ramble, I feel like the truth commercials did a lot to help out. Back to the video.
about 8 million people died from it. But it's not all doom and gloom. There are many successful strategies for quitting. We've put links to some in the video description.
Okay.
People who stop
Guys, make sure you go to Kurzgesagt. The link will be in my description as well. So you can go to their channel and then go to that link in their description. It's going to be helpful for you guys. Make sure you do that. This is going to be great resources for you to stop that habit. Kick that habit, if you will.
Smoking by the age of 35 on average don't die earlier than non-smokers. If you're older than that, even quitting late can add years to your life. It's a bit like with climate change. Every bit counts, even if damage has already been done.
Okay.
We're not the morality or health police. You do you. But at least be aware what it...
Whoa, come on now. What the heck is this?
We're not the morality or health police. You...
2 at a time? Bro has 2 right now. Why do you need 2?
You do you. But at...
Oh, okay. Okay. Guys, I'm tripping. I promise you, it felt like he was smoking one and he was in the middle of lighting up a second one for himself. Like, yo, I just need 2 right now. Why are y'all stand face to face while smoking cigarettes? Who does this? You guys are like that this whole thing is smoky. Who's hotboxing a cigarette like this? If you do, oh my God, if I see somebody smoking a cigarette this close to people like this, I would think they do other drugs. Because it's like, come on, even if you smoke cigarettes, you don't want somebody blowing cigarette smoke directly in your face. That's just wild. Come on now, you got some dignity about yourself. You don't want just cigarette smoke just being blown all in your face. You don't want to be hotboxing all with the cigarette smoke. This scene right here looks wild. And I know he's now offering this person here a cigarette. They're refusing, I'm assuming.
At least be aware what exactly you're doing.
Why? Look at that. Okay, so this is just like a fictionalized cloud of cigarette smoke. This is what you look like smoking your cigarette right now. This is you. Right there. That's all you. You're the person. You're this duo right here in the cloud smoke. Now they're probably a couple. You know, honestly, they probably met while smoking. They probably met the love of their lives while smoking. So I guess there's one bonus right there for smoking. You might meet the love of your life. You never know. But then you got to have that cloud around you right there. You know, now again, this video ain't targeting marijuana smokers. So we're not going to talk about the cloud that people who smoke marijuana may or may not leave. I bet it's a better cloud than that one though. Like if we're competing cloud to cloud, it's probably the best cloud. And then, you know, vape smokers, I don't even know. Probably bad cloud, you know, probably a bad cloud. Not as bad as this cloud, but pretty bad cloud. But the only cloud that would be considered positive, even though they're all negative, marijuana cloud is clearly going to be the positive one. So we're going to go back to the video because we know that I'm correct.
And why you're doing it. Most of you watching this don't smoke, so, well, just maybe never try it. Smoking only really solves...
There you go. Don't even do it. What problems do you have? First of all, smoking cigarettes really only feels good if you're drunk. So now you gotta start drinking. And I'm not about to encourage you to start drinking and smoking, but if you are gonna smoke, it only makes sense to do it for real when you're drinking or if you're smoking marijuana. So here's the thing. Smoking tobacco on its own kind of sucks. If you're smoking just tobacco by itself, it's horrible. But then you get a couple of drinks in you, or you start smoking some marijuana or something, which are both legal in certain states in America. You know, it's like, come on. That's when smoking cigarettes actually does feel good. That's where we got to be honest about the situation here. Smoking cigarettes, in my experience, was always the best when I was very drunk. Like, if I was drunk, I was like, yo, I really want to smoke tobacco. I don't even care about anything else. It's just a really good combination. But if you're a person who doesn't even drink, what are you even looking at a cigarette for? Stop it. It doesn't even make sense. And again, even then, only when you're drunk. You don't want to have that thing of like, I was smoking when I was drinking, but now that I'm not drinking, I still want to smoke. Don't do that. That's wrong. You know, again, smoking in general, we're talking about doing the wrong thing. There's no right way to do the wrong thing, but if there was a right way to do the wrong thing, it would be drinking or smoking marijuana and then smoking tobacco. You know, I'm not telling you to do it. I'm just telling you the best way that if it were me, that's what I would be doing. Just letting you know.
Solves a temporary problem, but it creates loads of permanent ones.
Yes. Don't do it.
Good thing I never started. But it's not like I never do things I know I shouldn't, like using sketchy free Wi-Fis or downloading files without double-checking the source. We tried out NordVPN to relieve...
Guys, that was a weird start to the advertisement, but NordVPN, it's incredible. It's a VPN network. Do you like going and randomly downloading stuff you shouldn't be downloading? Do you like going to random sites? Do you want to make sure that whatever site you go on doesn't realize your location, so that way you can just make sure you appear from a different location while you do the mysterious thing that you need to have a VPN for? Well, get NordVPN. And also, you'll be able to get a discount if you go to nordvpn.com/Kurzgesagt. That's KURZGESAGT. I would never be able to spell that without looking at it. I promise you that's insane. So go there. You'll be able to get a discount. You'll be able to save some money on your VPN. There's lots of cool stuff you can do with
ads
it.
Are hidden.
How much?
NordVPN's
no ads. Take away all the ads from
threat
all
protection.
your stuff.
Scan files
Threat
during
protection.
downloads and remove malware and
they'll be able to remove all the spyware and all the bad stuff, and all you'll get is all the good stuff that you were trying to look at before. You know, why do you need a VPN just to look at this information? I don't know. I don't ask questions. Neither does NordVPN. Just make sure you don't get any viruses and then take all the stuff that you need. That's NordVPN's
trackers automatically, and they warn you of any apps that seem...
Look at that. They'll be able to let you know about the apps that are
risky.
Crazy and wonky.
I'm looking at you there.
Yeah, look at that risky looking app over there. You'll be able to get that out of there.
On top, NordVPN offers many more features.
Yes,
summer is travel season, and NordVPN encrypts your connection when you connect to unknown Wi-Fi stations.
Oh my gosh, so you don't get hacked. You don't worry about getting your phone hacked when you're, signing into random Wi-Fis or your laptop or, whatever. You're going on vacation. You're like, let me go to this hotel. Oh man. But then you realize you went to a popular hotel. Where would a person who wants to put a virus on your computer probably be? Setting up a random free Wi-Fi at a random hotel. And all of a sudden now you're getting your stuff hacked. Or maybe they connected to the public hotel's Wi-Fi that you also try to connect to. But guess what? They know how to hack people through the Wi-Fi. So now your Wi-Fi, you just got hacked. Do you want that? No. Now they're putting stuff on your computer that now you gotta investigation on you. Now the police are looking at you like, yo, why do you have this on your computer? And you're over there like, I didn't know. I just connected to a public Wi-Fi. And you're like, oh yeah, that doesn't sound reasonable at all, buddy. And now you're getting arrested. Why did the cops get there? I don't know. The guy who put it on there probably called the cops on you. It's a very interesting crime scenario. What did they get out of this? I don't even know. Just don't connect to other people's Wi-Fi. Use NordVPN.
In hotels, airports, or cafes. You can choose from over 6,000 fast servers in 111 countries around the world. So you
can be like, man, I want to watch Netflix in Japan. There's this one show that only comes on Japanese Netflix, but then all I got is American Netflix. But how do I do that? I'll just turn on the VPN and then boom, you appear like you're from Japan, and you turn on Netflix and like, oh, here's all the Japanese shows, blah, blah, blah. Now make sure you just readjust your settings for the language. And then bam, then you're like, oh, but I got this show in Italy I want to watch. boom, make it appear like you're in Italy, watch the same show on Netflix. Might have to like turn off Netflix, turn it back on. You know, you're right there, guys. This is all you got to do. It's really simple.
You can also access your home content from abroad. You can also book flights, hotels, or rental cars more cheaply thanks to the price difference in different countries, regardless of whether you're surfing with a computer.
Take advantage of the country's price differences to buy tickets like you're overseas or something. Guys, that might help out for a lot of different things. Just think about all the times that you'll be looking at something and you'll be like, I wonder if there's an international price difference. And then you look at the pricing difference for some other country and you're like, whoa, they got the same thing for like half the price or 20% off or 30% off. Getting that one. But then just the price of, the price of shipping still, it still works out. Don't worry about anything else. Just know that when they look at the pricing on the computer, it's going to show the price. But when you go to order it, it'll still show you put in your normal address, it still comes to you, but you get the other price. That's the most important thing to remember, guys.
Tablet or smartphone.
Money.
NordVPN is compatible with all major platforms and can be used on 10 devices. Offers, go to NordVPN.
Get the
all
discount.
risk-free with NordVPN.
Get 4 extra months.
To get 4 months extra on a 2-year plan.
4 extra months. That means if you get a year, you get all the way up into April of the next year or whatever time. Let's say you started on the 1st of the year and then you get the whole year, and then you also get 4 additional months. Now you all the way in April and you're like, whoa, I didn't know I had the VPN that long. 14 or 16 full months. Oh my God, this is incredible. And then bam, you get it again. You'll probably have to go to another video to get another discount though. So keep watching Curtis Art with your VPN. That way you'll know when the next discount will be. That way you'll also be able to order it again. You see how the cycle goes? Here's the thing about sales. And as a person who's been in sales before, there always going to be another sale, but the one that you're getting right now might be the really good one. So that's why you always have to get the one that you see. So that's why you have to still buy this one. But just know there will be another one in 16 months when you're ready, but it may not be the exact same. Maybe it'll be better. See? There you go.
All risk-free with NordVPN's 30 days.
30 days guaranteed money back. If you're like, I don't really want this. You've been like, it's been like 15 days. I just haven't had time. Where do I have the time to get my money back? And then you're like, I got 30 days. Wait, hold on. That just solved all my issues. I didn't know I had time. I have 30 days. That's a whole month. Don't forget about it. You only got 1 month. You got 30 days. Just get it done. You got it.
Day money-back guarantee. Habits can influence your life in a major way.
Yes.
They're basically hardwired shortcuts your brain uses to save energy and make decisions fast.
Not the TikTok and NetChill. Those are my 2 favorite applications.
So why not use this shortcut method to influence your life in a positive way? We created this habit journal to help you do exactly that. It contains scientific explanations, tutorials, and colorful illustrations to help you build the habits you want in your life. To be honest, we created it as much for ourselves as we did for you. We use it in our lives to help us implement habits like working out regularly, eating healthily, learning a language.
They're selling us. They're selling a journal. That's pretty good. A lot of people don't utilize these. Wow. A lot of people don't utilize these, myself included. They're pretty good. So, hey, shout outs to them. Make sure you guys get this. This is going to be a pretty good one here. This looks like a good journal with a lot of information, a lot of notes you can take for your, implement things for your personal life. I like this.
Which, reading more, or simply actually doing our hobbies instead of browsing Reddit. And we also included...
Now, here's the thing about doing the thing you're supposed to be doing and not browsing the internet on your phone. It can get difficult these days. These phones, they're like giving people ADHD. And now, if you're somebody like me and you already had ADHD, or you believe you have, I'm self-diagnosing, by the way. I haven't been clinically diagnosed. So if anybody out there is a doctor just know I'm not. You know, I'm just self-diagnosing. I saw a couple of Instagram reels. They made sense. I felt like they hit close to home. I feel like I have ADHD now. So there you go. But yeah, if you have it, it may be kind of difficult to not just scroll on your phone all day.
Did a few tips on how to reroute habits you want to get rid of, like smoking. Get it now from our shop. Improve your life in a science-backed way and support everything we do on this channel.
Guys, that was a pretty good video. That video was awesome, actually. I like the lesson in there. Stop smoking. It's not too late. You know, I like that they didn't come for, you know, marijuana smokers. They didn't come for vaping. You know, this is a cigarette smoking only video. I was a little nervous at the beginning, but I wasn't affected. So with that being said, this was a great video, guys. I had a lot of fun with it, you know? And yeah, guys, join me for the next one. You literally never know what will be next. I didn't expect this, you know? I didn't expect them to make a video that says smoking is awesome. I'll be honest. I kind of never expected that one. So now I have to have a video about smoking being awesome. I'm gonna be saying positive things about smoking in a video. Who would have thought? I'm just so glad it didn't come for my people. So guys, by my people I meant marijuana smokers. Now guys, thank you as always. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. As always, I love you. Bye.